of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Let's get to some headlines here, brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Seeing here, Jalen Hurts, I forgot to mention this, Leroy, has a sprained right shoulder. His status in doubt this week.
Minshew Mania.
Could be the Minshew Mania, dude. Big old mustache going out there, making things happen. Yeah, they got a cushion. They're all right.
They're going to be the 1 seed.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
Yeah.
I will say it doesn't hurt. I have this bet going on with my producer at Tapped Out, who's a big Eagles fan. And we bet before the season $50 on Tua versus Hurts TD-INT ratio. And Tua just passed him last week because this Jalen Hurts rushes for too many touchdowns. Sucker. Helps me out. Not upset with it. But I do hope that Jalen Hurts gets better because he's had an amazing season.
Isn't that crazy? He runs for 3 touchdowns and throws a pick. So his TD to interception ratio is worse.
I didn't tell him to make the bet. It was his grounds. I was like, really? I was like, okay. Because he thought Tua wasn't going to even be close.
Hey,
well, how about this, huh? He's leading in Pro Bowl votes.
Time out. Now you put the condom on?
Wow.
I forgot.
Microphone.
Yes.
Microphone condom.
I just found it, to be honest.
Is it because this one looks so fuzzy? You're like, I want that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Felt jealous?
I did.
I got you.
Leroy, you got one too, right?
Yeah.
Look, we're all
we're all fuzzed up, dude.
But I don't take mine off and bring it there. I just leave it on here.
Yeah. The Packers won last night. Monday Night Football, the Dolphins' next opponent. Can I get Aaron Rodgers after the game? This is what this is what he had to say.
Before the Bears week, we knew we had a bye afterwards, and those of us who sometimes peek ahead knew that we had to win 5 and then have a lot of things go our way. So we won 2, and just about everything we've needed to happen has gone our way. Just about, right? So things are looking up.
Things are looking up. I mean, they're 6-8. I mean, they could go on a win streak and sneak in there. They could sneak in.
There's a couple of teams that I wonder if they could make some noise if they get it together. One is Tampa.
Yep.
And Tampa just needs health.
Yep.
Because they're banged up on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, they've struggled some. And the other is Green Bay. But I think Green Bay may have dug themselves too deep a hole because I guess they have to deal with Detroit.
Detroit's ahead of them right now. Seattle's 7-7, and then Washington is 7-6-1.
Right. So and then Dallas too. Because Dallas is not going to win. They're not. These are teams that aren't going to win the division. So I'm saying San Francisco's going to win the division. Mm-hmm. I'm saying Tampa's probably going to get in because they're going to win the division. Mm-hmm. You're looking at Dallas. They're not going to win the division.
No, but Dallas is going to get in.
Right. So you got Dallas.
So there's really 2
Seattle,
spots up.
And you got Detroit. Because I still think Minnesota's going to win that division.
It's possible New York collapses, although they got 8 wins, so they could theoretically catch them too. And this involves the Packers winning out. Now, this obviously would come with the stipulation that they beat the Miami Dolphins.
Right. So you're basically talking about, let's see, 4. You're talking about 2 wildcard spots because I'm assuming Dallas is going to take one of those.
Yeah.
Right. So you got Dallas and you got 2 more.
Dallas, and then right now those 2 teams are Giants and Commanders, with the Lions right behind the Commanders,
right,
and the Seahawks right behind the Commanders.
Right. So like he could say everything he wants, but just looking at the standings, It's going to be tough unless you play a couple of those.
They
teams.
do play the Lions. They do play the Lions head to head at the end.
Where?
At home.
Okay.
At home, and then they host the Vikings. So they
host the Vikings, and the Vikings.
It's not an easy. It's not an easy end of the schedule for them. I mean, mind you, they've just gotten 2 wins against the Bears, who stink.
Well, the Vikings could have everything sewed up and not play anybody.
And did they beat the Bears? Did Fields play in that game? He did. But the Bears are 3 and they have 3 wins. They're not good. The Rams aren't good. They're taking on 3 teams right now. The Packers right now, looking at their best win of the season was beating the Cowboys earlier on in the year.
Wasn't Dak out?
I think he was back by then. Let me see. Yeah, he played in that game.
Okay.
But Dolphins, they also have their big playoff stakes going on. Now, this one, if the Dolphins, they don't really need this game to make the playoffs. It was, they just need to win their divisional games. I'm just letting you know.
Right.
If they win the Jets game and the Patriots game, the Dolphins are in. They're in. Right. No doubt. So it's not a must win, but also you don't want to go losing streak. No way.
No. Don't do this. Don't
do what?
No. Basically,
you know what?
I'm just saying.
Wait, basically what you're doing is you're giving an excuse to lose.
I'm not giving an excuse.
Yes, you are. They don't really need this win. And no, you know why you need this win? Because you need to get that stink off of you.
Agreed.
Agreed. And here's what you need to understand when it comes to where they are in the season. You want to start building. You want to start getting to that crescendo when you get to the playoffs.
Yes.
So it's time to start playing better football and winning football so that you can take that into the playoffs. So you sitting here having a conversation about, it's not that. Of course it is. Of course it is. You don't know. So you want the last 2 games to be must wins?
I'm just saying the facts. If they win the last 2, they're in.
The fact is you don't want to be on a 4-game losing streak. That's as simple as that.
Yeah, grow up, Tobin.
What do you mean?
You know what you did.
Hit the can I hear
now you're giving the Dolphins wiggle room.
True School Takes says I'm not creating wiggle room.
Yes,
I'm telling you playoff
You're
scenarios
around, dude.
I was reading in Barry Jackson's column all the scenarios.
Oh no. I'm not playing this. It don't matter if they win or lose bit. No. Yeah. Get off the snide. Go get some wins. Yeah. Go play some better football and get ready for the playoffs. If you're not getting ready for the playoffs and you're just trying to get to the playoffs, then when you get there, you ain't going to be right.
That's right.
Can you play Javon Holland on the playoffs and Aaron Rodgers?
Playoffs?
We're about to play Aaron Rodgers. So, I mean, I played Tom Brady last year. We're about to play Aaron Rodgers, who's been in the league for years, arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play. It's what more do you got to focus on? You know what I mean? This is a huge challenge, especially for me. This is Aaron Rodgers that we're talking about. This is, you know what I'm saying? AR-12. This is the guy. So, I'm excited. Definitely. I'm excited. It's Aaron Rodgers, bro. Discount double check, you know what I'm saying? The whole cheese head thing. Playoffs is playoffs. I never been in playoffs, so I wouldn't know. But, it's going to be what it is. That's my mindset. I just got to focus on what I can focus on and what I can control. And what I can control is today, right now, and focusing on how to slow down Aaron Rodgers. So that's all we can do. Playoffs is going to be what they is, man.
It's like the wisest 23-year-old I've ever heard. What?
Tobin, that was for you.
Tobin.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, show pony.
I'm not looking for us. I was just letting you know.
Here, look.
Sick of you.
Who that is? Oh, that's an excuse to lose this week.
I'm not making an excuse. I'm just,
Did you not? Wait a minute. Did
Aaron Rodgers
sound like? Hold on. Your comments. Did that not sound like it's okay to lose? No bigs.
technically it is okay to lose.
No, it's not.
There you go.
Technically, it is okay to lose. And I'm a little, listen, am I a little scared of Aaron Rodgers starting to dial it up? I mean, is he going on a new ayahuasca kick? And he's like, well, things are looking up for us. I'm like, uh-oh. I mean, what if they are looking up? Because they haven't been looking up for the Dolphins.
First of all, you're 6-8. Okay? You're always looking up at everybody else in the playoffs. Okay? So they going to come in here. They going to give all they have because they have to win. And you need to match that intensity. You can't go in there thinking it's no big deal. We just need to beat New England and the Jets. Are you crazy? You get them when you can.
I understand.
You stack up W's.
I was just saying technically
no,
they don't need this game.
There is no technical.
They do need to win both.
I can't believe you of all people are sitting here telling all these people new to YouTube, welcome, right?
Hey, YouTube.
You telling those people that are just taking part of our show, it's okay to lose.
I didn't say that.
Get him with a -1.
It just technically is okay to lose.
Yeah.
-1
Are you
for
kidding?
deception.
Yes.
Why is it deceiving?
Nah.
That's the truth.
Are you
know
a
what
Green
you're
Bay
doing.
fan?
No.
Then why would you ever say it's okay to lose?
You wouldn't be like
You
it's
know
that
what?
old,
Because you know what? Let me tell you about this.
like that wily old boxer who's got one left in him. He's got some punching power.
Let me tell you about this fraud that is Brendan Tobin.
What?
Let me tell you. Because here's what's going to happen. Okay? And I don't wish this on nobody. But say if they go out and they lose, you'll be the first person to say, it's December. Every December.
Leroy, hold on.
No,
First of all, let me just say two things.
No.
One, it is December.
No, but then why are you saying
if they lost on Christmas, they would have a winless December. Okay?
Let me say this.
Hold on. Let me say something. You've said a lot. Second of all, just let's be honest about it. Can we see here in the trust tree? This guy's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Yep.
And I've seen the secondary. It's been a little dicey lately. They just got carved up by Brock Purdy.
He's going to say this, and then when he does his game prediction,
No.
he's going to have this large gap.
That's not true. You don't know that. You don't know that.
I don't know that.
You don't know that.
We all know that.
Don't spoil the show.
We all
You don't know
so
that.
Do you agree with
Let me
me?
explain
Do
something.
you
to
agree with me?
You can't have it both ways.
Hard to say.
You can't. Yeah, there we go. Hard to say.
It is hard to say.
Just box yourself.
Let me
in.
explain this to you. Here's why you're a fraud. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Because just like you just said, they're having a bad December.
Yeah.
You can't then turn around and say it's okay to lose.
What do you mean?
And have an O for December?
I know, right? That's not good.
You did.
But technically, they don't need this game.
Your attitude and your mindset should reflect that.
I mean, they technically don't need this game as long as they win their last two.
Hell no.
If they win their last two,
you
they're in
can't
the
be
playoffs.
0 for December, dude.
Well, technically, you could and still make the playoffs.
Technically you can't.
No, technically you can. I mean, you're saying things that are. I'm saying a fact. You're saying something false.
If you're gonna be a contender,
We're saying two different things.
You can't lose a month of football.
Let me tell you something right now. You have your katana out. You're being the semantic samurai.
No,
we're saying two different things. Okay,
goodness.
because
you're
I
going
agree
to
with you.
all the hits.
No.
Semantic samurai.
No.
We're basically saying the same thing.
We're not saying. We're not
goodness.
saying the same thing right now. We could be on four opposite spectrums right now. Usually we're on the same page. Not today. Here's the thing. You're saying something that I do agree with in that you do need to win if you want to show you're a contender. I agree with that. But you technically don't have to win to make the playoffs. You don't.
So let me get this straight. And I'm from this. If you lose 4 in a row, I'm just supposed to assume that you're gonna win the last 2 to get.
No. I'm just saying you don't technically have to win.
No. What I'm saying to you is,
no one's a little scared of Aaron Rodgers.
Is that You
A little bit.
You are going to basically say to me right now that they can go a whole month without winning a football game and just ratchet it up and win the last two.
I'm just saying technically
if
can.
they lose this week, you can't assume that they're going to win the next two to get in the playoffs.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so that's why this game is important. It's important to get you back on track.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I just said you technically don't have to win it.
Oh.
It's not a must win. But I would really like to win.
Can I just say this?
Can I just ask you something?
No. Let me say this first.
Sure.
You're an idiot.
Wow, why? This is not fair. Usually I'm the over homer. I'm like always over the top. I have the audacity to say, are you a little nervous about Aaron Rodgers? And everybody's like, nah, he's a bum. Javon Holland is telling you.
Here's what I'm saying to you. Aaron Rodgers is great.
Mm-hmm.
They're 6-8. And I've seen them play good football 3 times this year.
Mm-hmm.
The Dolphins are 8-6.
They be bums.
And I've seen them play a lot better football for longer stretches. I need to see them get back to that.
Yes.
And win a football game. And I have more faith in what I've seen with my own eyes. I have more faith that the Dolphins will get back to winning than the Packers will continue to do what they did last week against a bad team.
Schmeeth and Schmolnick says it's not a must win, but also it's a don't lose.
Oh my God. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. That's what Tobin's saying. It's not a must win, but it is a don't lose. What's he like? What?
I think that's the best way to put it. I think you're right.
Who?
You. I think you said it well.
I was repeating what Smithan said, which is
point for two.
Because if you really do think about it, it's not a must win. But don't lose because you don't want to go winless. So I think we've landed on the right, McCoachin. What would you say?
Don't lose.
Yeah. I'm glad we talked this out.
Attaboy.
We made it to Tuesday this week. We made it to Tuesday. Are you can't be you. You call me a semantic samurai. Meanwhile, you got the nunchucks just going at it. You got Chinese stars. You're poof, puff of smoke. You're over there on the other side of the room. What are you talking about, you ninja? You are a ninja.